Hello, everyone. Welcome to the IUS Horizon podcast for our special episode on phobias. To celebrate the first day of October and to get more into that fall festive spirit, we're going to be discussing our own phobias, some funny ones we searched up and were able to find, as well as some weird ones and maybe even our own personal experiences. Would anyone like to go first?
You are looking at me.
I mean, I can go first. The thing is, I don't have anything interesting to say. Like, I'm scared of stuff. Don't get me wrong. Like, I don't like sharks, I always feel really weird whenever I'm in the ocean. And we were talking about last week that whatever the phobia is, that you can't see the bottom of the ocean or the pool or whatever. Mm-hmm. I don't have that. I just don't like sharks. And I see all these stories all the time of people getting ripped apart. And I'd just much rather die a much more peaceful way than that.
This is upsetting to me because I have a shark tattoo.
Well, can I see it? I know I've seen it before, but there's two of them.
It's a shadow.
Oh, it's not a baby shark?
Nope, it's a shadow.
Or like, one of those little fish that attach to the sharks.
No, yeah, it's a shadow.
Latch on. Wow, it's a shadow. That's crazy. Anyway, well, yeah, so I'm not going to be super productive other than asking questions in this podcast, but
that's fine.
No phobias here.
Well, actually, the fear of sharks is a phobia. It was one of the ones I looked up earlier. I don't have.
Oh, it's like getting eaten by a shark.
Yeah,
it's like the same as being scared of falling off a bridge.
Oh, so it's not an irrational fear; it's just a fear.
Yeah, it's like, I'm scared that this guy is going to shoot me because he has a gun. It's like that type of thing.
Okay. That makes a lot more sense. So, like, if you went to an aquarium and saw a shark, you wouldn't be like, "Oh, I don't want to touch it."
No, I'd be quite intrigued. As long as he's not out in the open.
No, it's in the ocean. I'm going to piggyback off of that one because mine is tied to water. I have a phobia called thalassophobia, which is the fear of big expanses of water or water you particularly can't see the bottom of. I'm very much more of the latter. It does not matter how big the body of water is. If I can't see the bottom of it or it looks like an abyss, it's a no-go for me. There's a bunch of YouTubers and like you can watch videos all about it where people, because it's a pretty common phobia, weirdly enough. I've seen it a lot. And it's one of those ones that I tend to have a lot of people agree that they have it or that I know some people that have it. But to be fair, we also were able to learn that phobias can actually be genetic. But yeah, no. I see people that are like underwater welders that like will swim down by like those big boat propellers and it's just a void of blue. That freaks me out.
You would not like Speed 2 because the plot of the movie is there's a cruise that the propeller keeps going and it won't stop, and one of the guys goes underwater to try to stop the propeller, and it's just void.
Oh god,
so you probably would not like that movie.
No,
it's not a good movie, also, so you're not really missing out by missing it.
And it sucks because I actually like marine life. I like marine animals. I just the thought of being stranded with nothing beneath me in the ocean. There's no land nearby. Nothing. Freaks me out so badly because that seems like a horribly dreadful way to go, and just thinking about it.
So with this phobia, I'm sure you've thought a lot about it. Is there specific situations that you've replayed in your mind that you want to talk about / want to talk about with that? Because if I was scared of something like that, I would not stop thinking about it once it got started. So I think of all these different scenarios. I'd be like, all right, where the shark's over here, I'm going to punch the shark between the eyes, and then I'm going to swim away and it's going to be crazy and that's my great escape. Or the shark is going to escape by swimming through me.
Fun fact, punching a shark in the nose is the best place to punch them because that's where all their nerves are.
Good to know.
But to follow that up, yes, I actually have a funny story involving my phobia where my best friends in the whole world were complete jerks. I know you watch this. I know you do. And they decided to take me tubing, which I love tubing. It's actually a really fun activity. And when I get my adrenaline going, as long as I just forget there's nothing beneath me, I'm pretty okay. However, getting onto the boat and onto the tube is horrible. For context, we went to a beautiful like lake with a giant body of water. It's at least 100 feet deep. And it is, of course, it's like a stream, so it's murky, but it is very, 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 very deep. And of course, they decided to sign me up to go first onto the tube. So I literally just looking down at the water, I freaked out. And if I go to the beach, I have to be coerced into going into the ocean because the ocean is that on steroids. I freak out. I can handle a sandbar, but when the water gets so deep that I can't touch the bottom, even when I push down like that, I'm done. I can't handle it. It's too bad.
Understandable.
Yeah. I guess I'll go next. So I actually first I'll get the basic one out of the way. I have a small fear of bugs, mainly just the ones that can hurt you. So like wasp, hornet, not honeybees though. I'm not scared of honeybees because they actually don't want to sting you because they'll die if they sting you. So they don't really bother me that much. The one that is kind of a weird one, it's called omphalophobia. That is the fear of belly buttons. I don't have a problem with looking at belly buttons. It's whenever people are sticking their finger or they get something inside their belly button. I can't do it. And so like anytime I see a belly button piercing, I get uncomfortable with it. And it's not just me. My sister is the exact same way. Both my sister and I have the phobia. It's like there was one time my dad was telling us that he had a bug crawl in his belly button, and it made my sister and I cringe so bad.
Oh my gosh, no.
Yeah.
So, what situation do you realize you have a phobia like that? Were you just 4 and you saw some woman with a belly button piercing, and you're like, nope,
So
can't do it?
it actually developed. I don't know why it came to my head, but I looked at my belly button and I was thinking, I really, and like, I was at that point, I was even scared to put my own finger in my belly button. Now I can do it, but like, I was like, I don't want anyone sticking their finger in my belly button. And yeah, and then my mom would try to do it, like just to mess with me. But that was before she realized that I actually have a genuine phobia of it. And yeah, and then I went to the beach that same year that I developed the phobia, and I see a whole bunch of people walking with belly button piercings. I'm like, I am gonna die. I am so uncomfortable right now. It doesn't faze me as much now. I still get kind of iffy on it, but not to the point where like I'm gonna die. But there's I just don't like belly buttons.
So, you first.
Weirdly enough, I think that's actually a somewhat valid phobia. And the reason why I'm not saying phobias can be invalid is not what I mean by that. I mean, when I think of that, like, I can kind of understand it because, like, that is where, like, when you're an infant, that's how you get food. And it's also, like, a super thin layer. So I can understand that. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Like I said, it's literally a genuine phobia I have. And I don't know. Like, my sister is the exact same. So I know that it's not fully weird because I know she has it too. I think one of my cousins has it also.
Damn.
So there you go. It's in the family.
Has this turned into a first date question for you?
Oh, that's a good question.
Religion, you talk about that. You talk about politics. You get all that out of the way.
Thankfully,
It's
no.
belly button piercings.
Thankfully, no. The people that I've been on dates with, they have not had belly button piercings, thankfully. But then again, I never asked. But one of them I know does not have one. The other one, maybe she did, and I just didn't realize it. But
Would that be a date killer if you found out they did?
He just throws up.
It wouldn't be a date killer, I'll say. But if they tried telling me to get one, that would be a date killer. And like, I even get grossed out. Like, if I see a pregnant person walking around, like the fact that their belly button like expands whenever they get pregnant.
Yep.
Oh, it's making me cringe.
It's I can't do it because like say they have an no, that's it. I'm done.
Why'd you
I can't
describe
do
it like
I can't do
that?
it anymore. So yeah, that's my phobia.
All right.
Mine's more inside. It's because they like moisture and like I guess it depends on the area because but I don't like house centipedes or centipedes, and it is technically pronounced kilopodophobia.
That's actually valid.
Yeah, I
'Cause
don't.
They can bite.
They can bite, and a lot of them are poisonous. And
Yeah.
I don't like millipedes. I don't like house
Mhm.
centipedes, silverfish.
Yeah.
I know it's not a centipede, but anything with a lot of legs, I just don't. We have a deal in my house. You kill the centipedes, I'll kill the spiders. I don't care. I'll
There
take
you
the
go.
spiders.
Yeah.
I cannot kill a house centipede. I
I-
can't get close to it.
I need to deal like that with my sister because I always have to kill all the spiders that are in her shower because she refuses to do it because she has major arachnophobia.
Sorry, I was trying to look up my other phobia, and it immediately popped up with an image of the ocean, and it made me uncomfortable.
Maybe uncomfortable.
Why do they do this?
I know why do they?
I have no
If Google
clue.
is watching this, why do you have it to where if you look up a phobia, it pulls up a picture of what you have a phobia of?
Yeah,
It
warning.
may.
If you're ever feeling curious, just look up a bunch of random phobias and you will probably find it because they always have the images and it's not helpful. The only
Yeah.
one that doesn't is apparently the one I just looked up, which didn't have one, thankfully.
That's good. Yeah. Kirsten, what are
Oh,
what are your
so
phobias?
I have a few phobias. Mesophobia, so people chewing. It enrages me so
Oh,
much.
that's a major pet peeve of mine. If people chew with their mouth open,
Like,
I hate it so
I'll
much.
have to leave the room
Mhm.
because I'll get so angry.
Yeah.
Or usually what helps is if we have a show on or something, then I can kind of drown it out. But I can hear every noise
Oh,
that person
same
is
here.
making in their mouth, and I can't do it.
There was one time when I was a sophomore in high school. I was sitting in the cafeteria. There was this kid sitting across from me. He was a bigger kid, and he kept chewing with his mouth open nonstop. He ate. So at the high school I went to, they have this thing called super fries. It's where you get fries and you get a bunch of different stuff on it. He was chewing that with his mouth open. It was so disgusting. I had to actually move to a spot by myself.
Yeah.
And my uncle, who teaches PD and health there, he came up to me. He went, "Why are you sitting by yourself?" I'm like, "Oh, I didn't like who I was sitting next to." And he went, "Why?" And I went, "Because they were chewing with their mouth open." He went, "Oh, yeah, that bothers me too."
Yeah.
It's a horrible sound.
Mm-hmm. And then I don't know how to say this. It's a health anxiety. I have anxiety of
Okay.
health, anything with health. And when I was younger, I would hear adults saying "Oh, he died of a stroke," and then me as a 6-year-old kid would think I'm gonna have a stroke, and I'd start having symptoms that it was just my anxiety. So that was another one. I also have the phobia of veins. I think that goes along with my health. In school, when I was writing and I'd have to look at what I was writing, I could see my veins and my peripheral vision, and it was horrible.
I may have to wear long sleeves in here from now on then, because
No, it's okay that if other people, it's
Okay.
harder to see with other people, but I tend to try and not look.
okay. Because I was gonna say there are times where my veins will stick out on my arms.
Yeah, well, I see
if I need to wear long sleeves in here, just let me know.
I see videos of the gym guys and they'll flex and all the
Oh
things will
yeah,
pop out.
that is gross.
And-
Yeah.
I can't do it.
No, that's a valid one actually. My dad, he has veins on his legs that stick out sometimes, and it is actually pretty disgusting.
Oh, gosh.
I'm sorry if that triggered you.
And then the last one I have is claustrophobia, which is pretty popular one.
I actually have that too.
Oh, yeah.
I can't even look at videos of people caving because it makes me
Yeah.
get
I can't.
claustrophobic.
I can't. Yeah.
There's this one I think we're all going to react to because this one is tying thalassophobia into that. By the way, I just discovered I have a phobia way, way, way worse than thalassophobia, and I didn't realize it until I saw the image. So I saw a video of a guy who was underwater cave diving.
Mm.
And for context, if you don't know what that is, imagine cave diving, which is already you crawling through inch gap spaces, except where there's a seemingly bottomless well of water. I have never felt my blood pressure rise so quickly from a video. And it wasn't even meant to be scary. It had serene, pretty music. And I'm over here tweaking in the corner, just not wanting to watch it anymore. But I'm too scared to get up and turn it off. So yeah, I can definitely relate to claustrophobia on that. It was horrible.
It's not a good one, claustrophobia. Like, there was one time I was watching a movie with my dad. It's based on a true story. Like, it's about a guy that goes caving, and lo and behold, he gets stuck in the cave. And my dad literally shouted, never go caving. I'm like, oh, believe me, I don't have any plans to do it. My mom couldn't even watch the film because she was getting claustrophobic. I'm pretty sure all four of us, my mom, dad, and sister, and I, we're all claustrophobic. Like, we cannot look at videos of like people caving.
There was one time I got stuck on a slide, and pretty much a giant pile of kids. Like, there's one kid in the very front of the slide who didn't want to move. And so kids kept going down the slide because they thought it would keep going. And we all got scrunched together in the tube. And I had a full-blown panic attack. Like, I freaked out. I ended up climbing over kids to go the other way and get out. I was like, move. Does anyone else have any other phobias they want to share before we talk about some more obscure, weird, or interesting ones?
I think that was all of them.
Yeah.
I got one. And it makes me want to throw up every time I think about it. It's parasitophobia or parasitophobia. And then there's the other one, which is, how do I pronounce that? Helminthobia, which is the fear of parasites and parasitic worms. I cannot stand images of things like ticks, of any.
That's actually
It
valid.
genuinely makes me nauseous thinking, like, envisioning it, and it's I get that, like, some people can be like, oh, I'm scared of this thing, but like I can handle myself around it. No, if I see a parasite or something that I think is a parasite on something, I start freaking out. This one's actually more related to a event in my childhood too. There was one time when I was hanging out with my grandparents and I left the TV on, and there was a TV show on the TV called Monster Inside of Me.
I know what show you're talking about.
And there was a specific episode that got played. And this is, again, in the middle of the night. I couldn't sleep. This messed me up. Just watching this happen, like, unlocked something in my brain. I was like, ugh. Hold on, please. We'll give me a sec.
I was going to say, like, if you need time to recover, like, I have a list of, like, some interesting phobias that are shocking that even exist.
They're pretty much... for anyone who has the phobia, trigger warning, this does very much involve parasites. And yeah, there was a boy that had stepped on a snail, and the snail's shell had gotten lodged into his foot. So the snail started to starve, and it decided to start eating its way through his foot to stay alive. That story messed me up bad. And that probably is where it stemmed from, because I was really little when I watched it, and the visual is still with me. But there was another incident that occurred. It was also when I was younger. But have you all ever been, like, camping outside or relaxing by a bonfire, having fun?
I mean, I'll do bonfires. I refuse to, like, actually sleep outside, though.
Yeah.
I will not do it.
So I was having a bonfire with some family. And where I live, it's a bunch of, like, pretty forest and trees. A tick had decided to land and bite down on my ear, and I felt it twitching in my ear. And I had to sprint to the bathroom and the shower. Like, I went to the bonfire. I leaned my ear toward the fire to hopefully it would jump off. Nope, it bit harder. So I had to run into the bathroom and run my ear under hot water. That was the worst 10 minutes I have ever experienced. When it
This is an ear is odd because, like, normally they go for like in between your knee or like.
drops.
Well, they can. Yeah, they're up in trees, so they can,
Yeah.
like, land in your. Because that's why they say to do a scalp check after you go hiking, because there can be ticks in your scalp.
My sister had
Oh,
one.
and they're
That's a
lethal.
weird one.
If they get
Yeah.
into your, if they bite on your head, they can be lethal.
Because it's right
Oh,
next
yeah.
to your brain. So.
Yeah.
Oh.
My sister had one in her head right here, and it had been in there. Sorry.
No, you're okay.
It had been there for a while because it got to the point where it turned green. It was so big.
Ugh.
Wow.
Yeah, it was not good. But anyways, do we want to move on?
Yeah, yeah.
Like
That's a great
kind of
way.
the more interesting phobias that are very surprising. Like
Stuck in my
Yeah.
brain.
like here's one that caught my eye in particular. This one's called. I gotta be careful saying this because it'll sound like I'm saying a different word.
no.
It's pedophobia, the fear of children.
Interesting.
Apparently, that's an actual phobia. You're kind of being a hypocrite in a way because you were a child once.
Right, a little bit.
Right.
Yeah, people with
That's
this
weird.
unusual disorder have heightened anxiety when thinking about or being around little ones, even though they're aware it's irrational. Now, I will say, dealing with kids at work, that can be stressful. But if you're just out in public and you get anxiety about being around kids, what? I don't understand that.
I don't get it either.
I can get it a little bit.
What in the
Can you?
world?
Okay, this
Children
one's
can be
actually kind of
scary.
valid. This one is the fear of throwing up.
I-
Metaphobia or
Yeah.
something like
Yeah,
that.
I don't
definitely
think.
triggered one of those at some point.
That's
in
actually
this
kind of valid.
episode.
That's actually, I
Yeah.
honestly feel like I kind of have that a little
I don't
bit.
think I have the phobia of it, but I do have the fear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't
I'm that way
bother me.
too. Gamophobia, fear of marriage.
Huh.
Interesting.
Fear of marriage. That
I
is
know
a
it's
thing.
like something
What?
that you don't
Oh,
have
gross.
to do. So
Yeah.
it's like,
So
why are you
why are you
afraid
afraid
of
of
it?
Whoa, this one you need to survive. Somniphobia, fear of sleep.
Okay, that one
That
actually,
sounds horrible.
I have actually heard of cases like that, and it can develop if you go prolonged periods without sleeping because you'll start to hallucinate and your dreams will become more vivid.
Mhm.
Okay.
God.
I don't have that phobia, but if I did, it would be a nightmare because I have a nightmare at least twice a week, every week, which I have to, I've obviously got that checked out. I take medicine for it, but like I have horrible sleeping patterns. So if I ever did have that phobia, would it really surprise me?
You should make a dream journal.
Oh,
Dream
it
journal.
would be wild. I have had some crazy dreams.
I write down my dreams sometimes just so I can remember them. Like if they're ones that I actually liked, like I'll write them down so I can remember them.
Yeah.
I have okay, I got a couple really interesting phobias. Allodoxphobia, the fear of opinions.
What the?
I feel like some of these are made up.
That's called being
It's gotta be.
incompetent.
Then we got
They've got to be made up.
Here's one. Chirophobia, fear of hands.
What?
that. I actually do.
Okay.
That is a real phobia.
That like is similar to like fear of feet.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was actually listed on here.
Yeah.
I don't have that phobia. I just get grossed out by them.
Fear
Mhm.
of looking up.
Not with hands, with feet.
Fear of looking up is odd.
Globophobia, fear of balloons.
Balloons.
I used to be scared of balloons popping
Yeah,
when I was a kid.
Well, yeah,
though.
because they're loud.
yeah,
yeah,
That's valid.
yeah.
but balloons.
I'm not scared of balloons.
Dude,
Now, I will say dogs actually have the fear of balloons
Mhm.
because like every dog I've seen, they get scared of balloons. This one time, it's so bad, but it's funny at the same time. There was one time my dog, I think he was sniffing a balloon. You know how balloons will get like staticky and they'll stick to hair when dogs are
Oh
running?
no!
Yeah, it got
Oh.
stuck through him. I see him run into the living room with the balloon on him, and he
Oh,
was
my
so
goodness.
scared. But
No.
it made
That's
me laugh
funny,
at the same
At the
time.
same time. Oh,
Yeah, another odd phobia that my sister has is fear of stickers. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce it, but yeah, whenever we were,
Really?
I know, whenever we were kids, I don't even know how it started, but I remember like I loved stickers. Like I would cover myself in stickers. But whenever she got like a paperback with the good job sticker on it, like she wouldn't touch her paper. And I found out that like she's afraid of this. So I would get stickers and I would chase her around the house with them.
Oh, that's so
And she'd like
mean.
run screaming and crying and
I mean, I can kind of get it. Like
Yeah.
stickers, kind of like it's like the circle stickers in particular, or
No,
is it just any
it's-
sticker?
she says it's weird because she's not afraid of tape, but she said it's the sticky part. It just like
Ah,
really messes with her is what it
Really?
is. Like even to this day, she's afraid of them.
Really?
Not as bad. Like, well, she won't go screaming and crying, but like if I like go like this to her, she'll be like, "I will punch you," kind
Wow.
of thing. So
Apparently, there is a fear of long words. I'm not even going to try to say the name of this
I
one.
know how to pronounce
it a long word?
Very long.
Yes.
Like it doesn't even look like a
It
word.
is.
That is odd.
It is
That's funny.
unironically the cruelest phobia to
Yes.
ever force someone to experience. Hippopotamus monstrositas cupidula phobia.
Yeah.
Fear of hippopotamus hippopotamus monstrositas quipedaliophobia.
Yeah.
why did they make the name long?
To get
Because
on their
they're cruel
nerves.
That's
people.
so mean.
Yeah.
Look how long that is.
Yeah.
When they
Just,
look up their phobia, they're gonna get
That's
scared.
Exactly.
That's so messed up.
Hippopotamus monstrositas qualiophobia.
That is so messed
That's
up.
close enough.
Whoa,
I just have a
this-
fear of long words.
This is a bad one.
Oh,
I don't know how you say ablutophobia. Fear of washing, bathing, or cleaning.
Oh,
That's disgusting, actually.
okay. Wait, no.
Okay.
Because if you were, there is a point where you like excessively scrub,
Oh yeah.
and some
Mhm.
people have like really sensitive skin, and I've personally seen some like horror movies that have done this, where like they'll rub their skin up against something and it peels.
Mhm.
Oh, there's
That
yeah,
could be
there's
where
a
it's from.
Mhm.
Hostel is a movie where that happens, but that's because they all get a disease that causes that.
Yeah, but like imagine if you're scared, like if you rub the soap against your skin, it'll just like that's kind
Well,
of valid. Or like an allergic
Apparently-
reaction.
Apparently, some people actually recommend not showering every day. I don't know how much truth there is to that.
there is
I-
truth to
there's-
it.
yeah.
I had a feel-
You're
I
not
thought
supposed
there
to shower
was,
every
yeah.
day.
You want to shower like every couple of days, every 2 to 3
Usually
days.
like
it's only
every other
other day.
every other day.
Unless
every
you're
other
like
day.
doing workouts
Yeah,
or stuff, and
like-
you're like
yeah.
sweating a lot,
Exactly,
then
yeah.
you should shower.
But if you don't do anything, you don't need to shower.
Yeah, you just dry out your skin and it removes a lot of cells. that
It'll,
you
like,
need.
breakage, and so
Break, yeah.
it's easier to get sick or pimples or stuff
Yeah.
like that.
So
Yeah.
it messes with immunity, I guess.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it messes with your immune system.
Yep.
Here's an interesting one: turophobia, the fear of cheese.
Cheese?
How can you be scared of cheese?
Okay. No,
I mean,
no.
I can get it if you're lactose intolerant, but
I don't get it. I'm lactose intolerant. I'm not afraid of cheese.
Okay,
Like, I won't eat it, but I'm not afraid
Yeah.
of it.
There's one cheese. There's one cheese that gets to me because of parasitophobia. There's a certain kind of cheese that they wait till it. So they wait. They wait till it's rotten
Oh,
and they fill it with
Oh.
maggots.
no!
what type of cheese is that?
It's not. It's not a. It's a. It's not blue cheese. It's a different kind of cheese. It's like really gooey, and it's considered a delicacy because of the fecal matter.
if
from
it's
the,
if it's gooey, I'm dead because I'm really picky with texture. If anything has a slimy texture, I'm not eating it.
oh my
Oh,
gosh!
then you would love aloe vera.
A hard pass.
I just thought like a
I wonder if that's a phobia.
insane like
Could be.
memory in my brain. There's an animal on this planet that I despise with every fiber of my being. If I could napalm them, I would. If you ever want to never sleep again, look up a botfly.
Oh, I know what that is.
I hate them.
Understood.
I hate.
Understood.
If you don't know what they are, imagine. Okay. Fuse a tick, a maggot, and a fly together, and that is what they are.
This
Yep.
is
And they
Yeah.
get huge. They're not small. They are. I saw a documentary about a guy who was studying them. I don't know why. I just came across it and I was like, oh, okay. What is a botfly? Click. And he purposely got infested with them on his arm
Why would he do that?
for
Ew.
science. And
For science, okay.
they are now knowing how to remove them is actually very educational because they do come around to the United States. They are a real thing that is like not in our area in particular, but like they do travel around the U.S. And specifically attached to things like mosquitoes. Like that's what they lay their eggs on is mosquitoes and other, which I don't like those either. But
No one likes mosquitoes.
No.
they're like the bane of the animal kingdom. They are the illness transporting menaces to society that literally they serve no purpose. They serve zero purpose. Like,
they can get
yeah.
they can infect dogs. Well, they really like horses, but it's so gross, especially when they implant the larva and everything. It's disgusting.
Oh my!
It's disgusting. It's disgusting. I don't like it.
I think I just discovered
I don't like it.
a new phobia that I have.
oh,
It's kind of embarrassing, but I have reasons.
okay.
Nomophobia, fear of being without a phone.
Uh-oh.
So I have my reasons, because say something goes wrong and you need to call someone, but you don't have your phone. What are you going to do? 'Cause you can't call anyone.
If you're around people, you'd get people's attention. But
But
if you're not around people, though, you're
say I'm
kinda
home
screwed.
alone and I have an animal get into my house and I don't have my phone. Like, who am I going to call to get it out? Because I can't get it out by myself.
I would try like hell.
Or like I also get like anxiety that I'm gonna miss like a very important text message.
Okay, that's
also.
fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
I think
So
I
that's
would
fair.
just have like withdrawals.
Yeah, like
Withdrawals.
I mean, that's kind of a problem in the modern day. I think a lot of kids are
Yeah.
developing a dependence, specifically on technology. things
Yeah.
like
Especially
phones.
like kids that grew up with the tablet or phone in
Yeah.
hand, unfortunately.
Whoa. I don't even know how you say this one, but it's fear of peanut butter sticking to the roof of the mouth.
Okay, wait, that's valid.
Why is that valid?
It happens to me when I eat bread.
It reminds me
I don't eat
of
peanut
Fox
butter.
and the Hound, and he's like going,
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh.
Sound.
Why did you make the sound?
You're trying to give us ASMR in here?
Oh, I'm sorry, listeners. Oh my goodness. Oh, why did that make me cringe so bad? What in the world?
Hey, at least she didn't have any food in her mouth.
no,
Oh,
no, don't.
Thank the
true.
Lord. I would have died.
Oh, that was.
Oh,
I
I wouldn't have
way-
done it. Oh,
I think that would be valid because you can choke to death on peanut butter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And-
you can.
Understood.
Yeah.
So there's that, and maybe like as I said, phobias can be developed either by genetic or by trauma and experience. So if someone like choked on peanut butter or is allergic to peanut butter and
Oh,
it got
yeah.
stuck in their mouth,
And that's
that would be
like-
a horrible experience.
And that's
That's
like
fair.
one of the more bigger allergies that goes
Mhm.
around.
That
A lot
is
of people
true.
have
True,
peanut
yeah.
allergy.
peanut allergy.
An irrational fear of peanuts. Yeah, that would be probably developed from a peanut allergy.
Yeah.
I think
Makes
it's a safe assumption.
Listen to this one. Pentherophobia, fear of mother-in-laws.
Okay, that's very, very specific. There is no way that's not trauma
What?
related. And
What?
It has to be trauma related.
imagine if
Bro.
you're a child and like imagine you're taking care of your child or something, right? And then the first thing that happens is you're like, "Hey, buddy, are you doing okay? Why are you freaking out? That's not his mom. She's fake. That's not his mom. What are you talking about? She's a lie. A lie." Like, I'm sorry. No.
Maybe it was like kids who read Cinderella.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
gosh.
Uh-oh.
The fear of belly buttons came up on here.
Ah.
It showed a close-up of a belly button.
Ew.
Why is that the one that gets the photo of all the
No, they all have photos.
Oh, they
Ah.
did.
They all have
Interesting.
photos of them.
I wonder if that's common then.
Belly buttons. I mean, I know it's common because one of my cousins has it and my sister has it.
Right,
So
right.
it's not just
Genetics,
me. The thing is, though, my mom and dad don't have it.
Oh.
Maybe it skipped.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
It's like a recessive gene, the recessive fear of a
Right. Skips
belly
a
button.
generation or
Exactly.
something.
Just wait till you have grandchildren. And
Oh my
Oh, right,
god!
right.
See, I can tell. Hey,
Could you
I can actually relate to you guys
Oh, that-
because both me and your aunt had the same phobia.
Right?
Imagine it'd be so much worse if they didn't, because then they would play with their belly buttons and stuff. That'd be worse.
Don't even go there.
Oh, I'm so sorry. New fear unlocked. Children.
Children, yeah.
That makes me develop the fear of children
Right? Literally.
because I'm too scared they're gonna play with their belly button.
Or play with their nose.
Oh, that's just disgusting.
That
That's
is
just
gross.
gross.
That is gross.
I'm not scared of that. It's just gross.
Yeah, it's gross.
There is a fear of noses. That is a
Really?
thing. Yeah, I'm
I
sure
wouldn't
it's
be
on your
surprised.
list somewhere.
There's actually someone brought up earlier to me today the fear of big noses.
Big noses.
I'm
Like a
offended.
witch?
I'm offended by that because I have a big nose.
Hey, I have Dumbo ears, dog. Hold on. Hey, anyone that has a fear of ears, I would be a death trap for.
Oh my god.
I think there's a fear of tongues also.
Yo.
okay, if there's a lot of them, that's kind of
Yeah, I can understand
makes
the fear of tongues.
Well, like, did you guys hear about what happened? I don't remember what year it was, but I remember hearing about it. They like took cow tongue and they stapled it or nailed it to trees in New York. It was like a cult.
Yeah, I have. I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
heard about that. Yeah.
I don't know
What in the
why.
Why would
I
someone
don't
do that?
know.
Because like cults normally do something with an animal for some reason to
Oh,
like
yeah.
signify like a sacrifice or something like that. Maybe I could be way wrong, but like
curiosity killed the cat. What are you searching up for that to appear on your this
I didn't
stuff?
search it up. I was on something. Maybe it was the news, or maybe I was on my computer, and it was like on like one of the stories. I don't remember how I learned about it, but I just remember hearing about it and or seeing it, and I was like, "What?"
No,
Okay.
I get it. I'm so
Yeah.
into true crime. Like
Oh,
my
yeah.
YouTube
Yeah.
videos are filled with the weirdest stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, like the
Same
Rabbit
here.
Man. Which that's a whole.
Rabbit Man.
You don't know about the Rabbit Man?
I don't.
I
either.
could.
Rabbit.
What?
Nope.
Wow.
Oh,
Never
okay.
heard
What
of
we need to add is folk tales because
Oh,
we
God.
could have a whole.
Appalachian Mountains. Oh my
Yes,
god.
that
yeah.
could be a whole topic in its own
Appalachian
right.
Mountains.
Yes.
I actually
We could
been
be
camping
yapping
there a
about that
lot,
for a long time.
so
Nope. You
Yep.
would catch me dead. Nope. Don't look in the trees. Don't like.
Mm-mm.
Why?
What? Okay.
I'm a curious.
I
person.
have had some like weird situations
Not
up
happening.
there, but nothing like crazy
Nope.
scary.
Not happening. Nope.
And I have to go there. My girlfriend loves the Appalachian Mountains,
Oh.
so
Yeah.
if I ever just disappear,
I
Jesus.
think there's
That's
a book
just-
called the 411 or the 401, something like that. And I think he was like an ex-deputy, and he made the book about all the missing people that have gone missing there under really weird circumstances.
Oh my gosh.
We're getting really off topic.
Well,
Yes,
but it's really
But
interesting.
it's
That's
a
kind of the
potential
fun of it,
topic
though.
for
It-
one of these podcasts. So
It's
yes.
spooky season also.
It is.
I mean, it's kind of fair because like there's the fear of being kidnapped and fear of the forest, which does
There is.
tie to. I am.
It's mainly, I feel like it's mainly women that have the fear of getting kidnapped.
Oh no! I have a
Maybe.
horrible fear of dying alone in the forest. That is
Oh, yeah.
a
That's-
terrifying thought. To
That's
me.
a fear I have, is dying alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like just the thought, just the sheer thought of me being isolated, no one's around, no one knows where I'm at, no one may ever find me. That unnerves me to my core.
Yeah.
And there's some cases like with the Appalachian Mountains. I forget I'm going to do a full research case. Y'all going to get ready for that. We talk about that.
Oh god.
I'm going to briefly go over it. I'll mention it in more detail when we actually talk about it. But there's a young boy that was playing hide and seek.
I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
and he just went through a thin, tall, like not even like 5 foot wide, little patch of grass. That's all he went through, and that's where he hid. He squatted down in those bushes. That's it, and that's where the other people knew he was hiding. He went through to go hide. The other kids went around the corner, and he just vanished. Like literally, like as if he was taken, like picked up and gone. There was no tracks. Dogs couldn't find him. They looked all over the mountains. They couldn't find anything. The only thing that people have been able to find of that case was apparently a tall figure with a kid on his shoulder sprinting through the
Mhm.
forest, and that was over like 2 miles away.
It's scary, like
Well, do
seeing
you,
how like there are missing person cases
Yeah.
and they don't know what happened to the person.
It's
There are
it's
actually
insane.
some that are really interesting to read about.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
you do it. I might make a separate podcast on here about Unsolved. That would be.
I would love to be on
Yeah,
that.
so would I. Me too.
I wouldn't.
I-
I wouldn't mind to be in that.
Yeah,
You want to join?
Yes.
I mean he has
Unsolved.
he has
He's
a
like-
sports
he's like,
podcast. So he's
Oh,
like running
true,
3
you do.
podcasts.
You don't
Yes.
plan on making one of us into one of those unsolved murder cases, do you?
Okay, look, I can't go confessing every
Is that
thought
why
and
you know so
feeling I'm
much about it?
having on the show. That wouldn't be very right either.
Well, do y'all remember the Slender Man case with those
Oh,
two girls?
yeah.
Oh my
Mhm.
gosh.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
Were
like
they
finding out
tripping,
that
or
she
was it real?
survived was
right.
Yeah.
Were they
well.
tripping,
She
or
had
was it
one
real?
of them had schizophrenia,
Oh,
and her dad actually also had schizophrenia.
There-
So that's why it
which
happened.
Is rare because normally it skips a generation.
Yeah, so that's why it happened, because she thought that Slenderman told her that he would kill her family if
Mhm.
they didn't do this.
yeah, like they thought Slenderman was real.
Yeah,
And, like,
they
they-
believe that to a T.
The people have asked the girl like, how did she survive? And her answer is, I wanted to live.
yeah.
So that
She
shows like even if you get stabbed that many times, there is a small possibility you can survive it.
she was stabbed like I don't know, like
your face, Scream 6 haters.
That just scared me so badly. Oh my gosh.
She was stabbed like 100 some other times, and she
Yeah.
crawled out of the forest and was found by an older man.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
reading that case. Oh my
She
gosh.
crawled a long way, like
Yeah.
not just, and it's, I mean, there's so many stories like that. There's a story of a woman who her throat was cut and her stomach was cut open.
Yes, I remember
She
reading
held
that
her
one.
organs and held her head up because she sat up, and she said that she thought she was blind because she couldn't see, but it was just because her head was hanging on the back. So she had to lift her head, and she survived. She's alive to this day.
Dude, that's insane.
There's
That's gotta
some-
hurt.
It's crazy.
Crazy amounts of willpower. And like
That is true.
people can do some wild stuff
That
with
is true.
adrenaline.
All right,
Like-
we're making like a true crime podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Most
We
of
need
it.
to do
But
this.
also tying it to paranormal,
Yeah.
but like at the same time, like the Black Dahlia case. I wonder if that was a person or if that was something else.
Honestly, I think the
'Cause that was very
Phobia
gruesome. Mhm.
podcast turning into the possible creation of a paranormal / like BuzzFeed Unsolved situation
Yeah.
type
Right,
podcast.
Like,
or
I-
folklore or
I
something.
know a ton of Reddit threads that talk about true crime that are actually really interesting to
Mhm.
read about.
I have studied so many folktales. Since I'm literally running a D&D campaign where I have turned an entire encyclopedia amount of folktales and creatures and stories and true crime cases into it. And like obviously we're going to do a separate day where we talk about making characters, telling stories, but like
Yeah.
I have so much fascination with like true crime and all
Me
that
too.
type of
Like
stuff.
watching
Actually-
like true crime documentaries, like those are like my favorite type of documentaries to watch.
Oh, yeah.
I love those. Like even looking at police body cam footage,
Oh,
like
yeah.
that's really interesting to.
I wonder.
watch
I'm pretty
also.
sure there are. But I remember running into somebody. Like, do y'all remember like creepypasta? I ran into somebody that had a
Oh.
phobia of all that stuff.
I
Yeah. She was very scared of all that stuff because, like, but she would read it. I'm like, okay, you're
here's my
inducing
thing.
her phobia.
Here's my thing with creepypasta. I'm not scared of it.
She was scared
I
of
just
it.
don't like.
She was petrified.
It's not my type of horror. Is my thing.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
like
yeah.
I don't like reading about it.
Yeah.
Ooh, we
Like,
should
I refuse to
review-
read. Like part of that is due to the Slender Man thing, the
Yeah.
Slender Man stabbing. Like ever since, like I found out about that, I was like, I'm not digging into creepypasta.
Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
pretty sure there's phobias of the things of creepypasta, like Jeff the Killer.
Yeah.
Like, there's actual phobias.
Isn't that the fear of slashers? Isn't that what that's literally called?
Maybe.
Like there is a phobia of
be.
that type of stuff, like fear of being stabbed or the slasher.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, they would not get along with me because I love whodunit slashers specifically.
Yeah. There's you know what we should totally I have had this in mind. I've been wanting to review analog horrors for so long because there is some amazing pieces of literature that focus on different phobias and different like types of fear, and they
That's-
are phenomenal.
That should seriously be like a TV show, like just
Mhm.
about different phobias. Like it's like an anthology TV show where every episode, kind of like Goosebumps, where everything tells a different story.
There is
But
one.
there is.
Yeah, it's there was one on Netflix at one point. I think it was called not the Key House. What was it called? The main like entity was this kid with a camera, and he would take photos, and it would immediately corrupt that place in that time.
Really?
Yeah, it was insane. Like there was fear of AI, fear of social isolation. There was fear of
Was that like Black Mirror?
not Black Mirror, but it felt inspired by Black Mirror for sure.
Interesting.
I'm gonna look that up.
I'm going to look it up too after this episode. I think we had a very productive and good episode, all
Yes.
things considered.
Yeah.
We were able to properly discuss some phobias, some experiences. You added a bunch of insight. I really liked your questions you added during our episode.
It was kind of a way for us to like kind of get to know each other also.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I think that moving forward, definitely starting another show where outside of this, where we talk about like different types of ongoings and stuff, especially with the holiday season, might be a bit of fun. So if any of you all are listening or watching, we will probably be starting that soon after this inspiration, and we hope you go to watch that there too. So yeah, how do you all think this went?
I think it went great.
Yeah, it went really
Really
good.
Yeah.
So now here's the final question of the evening. What are we doing next time?
So I think it's going to be either Harvest Homecoming or Paranormal.
I think
One of
we could
those
do.
because I'm actually not going to be here next week, and Ron was kind enough to let me pick topics that I'm okay with missing out.
I mean, I think paranormal backing off of this would be great.
Oh
Of
yeah,
everything that we've been
we can
talking
add the
about.
folklore and add
Yeah.
the Appalachian Mountains to it.
Don't make me get upset about missing it.
Don't worry. We'll have you in spirit.
Oh, thanks.
We'll
If
have
you want to have me on a call.
Oh, we can do that.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty. Thank you all for listening, and we hope you have a wonderful evening, and we will see you next time with paranormal topics. Bye-bye.
God bless.